So believe it or not, but I have managed to figure out how to cross a pear with a watermelon. I'm just kidding, guys. You can't actually cross a watermelon with a pear. They're completely different species, and so it's impossible. You can put pollen on it, but nothing's gonna happen. Anyway, guys, it's September, and that means it is second summer in Arizona, and also time for my monthly garden tour. Come on, let's have a look at the watermelons and go look at the garden as well. So as I showed you before, I've got this weird looking watermelon. It's just a regular watermelon, and it has a sister right over here as well. That's also a little bit kind of pear shaped. Not as much as that one though. That's quite funny. And there are plenty more. There's a lot of baby watermelons here. There's a baby, and there's a baby, and there's a bunch of other ones as well. There's a baby. That one's probably not going to last. There's a baby, don't know if that one's gonna last. There's a baby. So these are all, as far as I can tell, these are all the Orange Glow watermelons. It's a prolific watermelon. Just have a quick look here at my squash. This is acorn squash, if you can see it in there. It's looking pretty good. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 on this plant. Wow, leaves getting in the way. I've got one down there, and I have one over here. So that's doing all right. Nothing huge to write home about, but you know. And then I still have that one and that one. I have another one over here. This one kind of just, I didn't even realize it was growing here until it was almost this big. Our cantaloupe is doing really well. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 over there. And this one's still doing well. This is a black diamond. We picked the big black diamond that was in the middle. Unfortunately, it wasn't actually ripe yet. It's kind of weird. I thought it was, but apparently it wasn't. So we are leaving these black diamonds for as long as possible. Here's another Orange Glow. It's still not big enough, definitely not ripe yet. Here are another 4 Orange Glows that started growing recently. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We have this one over here, which I think is a black diamond. I'm not entirely sure. It might be an ancient watermelon, but the ancient watermelon, I imagine, would have been longer. Here's a nice big black diamond. This one, I think, this one or that one, we're actually going to pick just now. Once I'm done with this video. And then this one over here, which I'm pretty sure is my ancient watermelon. And then there's actually another one growing in here. The end kind of wrinkled up a bit, looked like it might have started getting blossom end rot, but it stopped. So we'll see. But that's what we have at the moment. We have picked a few and had them, and they've been delicious. Well, the Orange Glow anyway. And it looks like we are going to still have a bunch more. It's ridiculous how much this has grown. Definitely need more space than this for watermelons if I'm going to carry on growing watermelons. As you can see, yesterday and today, I actually laid down all of this black weed barrier. Finally got to doing that. I had to do a serious amount of weeding this week to get all of the pathways clear of most of the weeds. So I managed to get that done. My corn, as you can see, that's looking really good. Those I planted at the beginning of August. So they look like they're still on track to do something. We'll see. Again, this is just an experiment. These are seeds that, or there's kernels from the ears that I got from that I harvested from the first batch, and I thought, you know, hey, I'm not losing anything if I give it a try. So figured I would, and it's looking good so far. We actually had a big storm and they all fell down, as it were. They were all blown down, and I just left them because the last time we had that last year, all of my corn just propped itself back up again, and it's done it again this time, which is awesome. They're looking so good. Here's some of the potatoes that I didn't harvest because they weren't ready yet. You can see they're still looking pretty good. That is I think it's a lima bean, if I remember correctly. It wasn't supposed to be a bush type, and it started growing all bushy, and I put a tomato cage up, and then it just took over completely. Much like the grass. This grass is terrible, which is part of the reason why I put this weed fabric down, is to try to get control over that. That I'm actually just going to leave for now, and during winter time I'm going to come through there and I'm going to dig it all up once everything is done, and then I'm going to put more compost and mulch down, and hopefully after that I should have the grass under control. And on this side, here are my tomatoes. They're looking pretty good. I just went through and rehung them. Some of them, like at the front here, are looking a little bit wilty. Those are actually suckers that I just planted. So I planted them the other day. Often the suckers will look a little wilty and then they will come back to life. We'll see. Again, suckers are free tomato plants, so if they don't work, that's not a big issue to me. Over here, you can see I actually have 1, 2, 3 tomatoes on this plant, and I am so, actually 4, look over there, there's a tiny one, and I am so happy with that. I didn't think I was going to get any tomatoes because I thought it was going to be too hot, but not only did I get those 4, but I also have this little one down here, which is also looking a little bit weird. I think this is one of the ones, if you in the store and you get like these heirloom tomatoes, then this is probably what they are. I think this is it's a Dr. Wax actually. Over there I have 1 Rosa Bianca eggplant, and you might have noticed it in the background, but I have another 2 over here as well. So my eggplant is doing nicely, and we've actually already picked 2 as well. So things are going well. I've definitely got let's see if I can see it. Here it is. That might be another one. I know that I've definitely got another one growing down here. Over there is another one. So should be good. I'm hoping that more of my tomatoes, especially as we get into cooler weather, that my tomatoes will start producing actual tomatoes instead of just wilting away. Then here is my peas and my carrots. Yeah, again, overrun with this grass, but at the end of this year I'm just going to dig up all of those, pull it out, and clear that bed out. Some of my comfrey that's still growing, I still need to plant that out. That's a bit, I need to get rid of these. I actually want to, in this bed over here, you can see that lonely kale plant over there. Actually, that's not too lonely. This is Swiss chard, and this is Swiss chard, and this over here is Swiss chard. That's not Swiss chard. But I want to plant some brassicas in here. I'm going to do that in this week, and probably going to do that in here as well. Then here's another volunteer tomato. that I pruned it down a little bit. And then here are some of my onions, which are looking fantastic. And this collard, which never seems to stop growing. And then lastly, here's another 2 of my potato plants. So I'm going to let these grow until they die, and then see if I get any potatoes out of them. That would be awesome. Well, thanks so much for joining me on my garden tour. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel. Also, don't forget to share this video with your friends. That's how my channel grows. I hope you all have a good week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!